So you want to start a side business, but you're not sure if it's even possible, right? I mean, you're already working 40 plus hours a week, you have family commitments, you're trying to stay healthy, and you probably have a bit of a social life. So is a side business even realistic with all of that going on? So in this video, I'm going to introduce you to three numbers that could change your life. 7, 15, 90. So I want you to remember those three numbers, because they're going to be the basis of your new side business, and they can lead to time and financial freedom for you and your family. Let me explain. See, your day job might be keeping you comfortable, but it's also keeping you trapped. Think about it. You're working 8 hours a day, you might have a commute on top, you're doing overtime, and then there's always the extra expectations of your boss, right? You know, the extra hour here and there, the lunch break that you have to skip, the weekend hours to close out that important project. There's always extras to add on. And all of that effort and time away from your family, it's just basically putting money in someone else's pocket. But what if I told you that 15 hours a week could change everything? I want to show you what's possible. So if you follow the 7 steps I'm about to show you for 15 hours a week for the next 90 days, you'll have a real side business putting money directly into your pocket instead. It's not theory, it's not maybe someday, it's not something made up. A real business that you can start. And I know this works because this exact blueprint is what took my previous business to $16 million in revenue over 8 years. So here's my question for you. Do you still want to be in the same spot as you're in now this time next year? Still working 50 hours a week, still stressing about money, and still missing important time with your family? Or do you actually want to start something right now? If it's the latter, let's go. First off, here are the 7 steps. I call this the freedom formula. And it stands for F is find your sellable skill. R is research the key problems that those skills can solve. E is explore an audience that has those problems. E is express your message. D, deliver content that helps you spread that message. O is to offer value, and M is to monetize. So let's break this down. Step 1, finding your sellable skill. This is something you already know how to do that can solve a problem for other people. And here's the thing, you probably actually get asked about this stuff all the time anyway. So you might get asked by people how you lost weight. You might have friends that ask you to tutor their kids at maths. You might have trained your dog. You might have people asking you how you done that, or how you built a shed, or how you ran a marathon last year. All of those are saleable skills right there. You don't need to learn anything new. You already know this stuff. You don't need any more certifications, and you definitely don't need to be an expert. You already have skills, knowledge, or experience that people want. So starting an online business is easiest when it's built on what you already know. So what I'm going to do now is just pause this video and write down 3 things that people ask you for advice on. Okay. Step 2 is research the key problems that your skill solves. Now this seems obvious, right? So if you help people lose weight, you solve the problem of weight loss. But here's what most people get wrong. You need to understand what the problem actually represents and why that person needs to solve it right now. Because people only pay for solutions they need right now. Not someday, but right now. So with weight loss, it's usually not just, I want to lose 20 pounds. It's something like, I've tried every diet, nothing works, and now my doctor's telling me I'm pre-diabetic, you know? And those people need help now. With the maths tutoring, it's not just, I want my kid to get better grades. It's my kid has a final exam in 6 weeks that's going to determine whether they get into college or not. And at the moment they're failing. So they need help now. With dog training, it's not just my dog's annoying. It's my dog just tried to bite another dog in the park, and if that happens again, we could end up getting sued. Those people need help right now. So there's the difference. That's the difference there with needing it and needing it right now. So you're not selling the actual skill, you're selling urgency. You're selling relief from a desperate problem. Step 3 is explore the audiences who have that problem. So getting the right audience is absolutely everything. If your audience isn't desperate for your solution, you basically won't sell anything. So here's the key. There's multiple audiences with the same problem, but you need to find the most desperate one. And also that you actually want to help and who can afford to pay you. So let's go back to weight loss for a second. So your audience could effectively be anyone from 8 to 80, right? There's plenty of overweight people in the world, unfortunately. But here's the question. Who of that is actually desperate and who can actually pay you for your solution? And who do you want to work with? So kids and teens might want to lose weight, but they probably don't have the money or the burning desire to actually pay for a solution. But you know who does? That's the parents of those teens who are terrified about their kids' health, and they desperately want help to get their kid to eat healthy and do some exercise. So that's your audience there. So think about with your audience, the demographics. So how old are they? Where do they live? What's their gender? You've also got psychographics. So the lifestyle they have, the family, their interests. And then there's identifiers. So things like stay-at-home parent, busy entrepreneur, or new mum. And also think about where those people then hang out online. So what websites do they visit? What social platforms they use, what influencers and people do they follow online. That will help you then get in front of those exact people. So we're on to step 4. So express a clear and compelling message. So your message is your stake in the ground. It tells your audience, first of all, who you help, what you help them with, why you're the best person to help them, and how you're going to help them. It needs to be compelling enough to break through the noise all over the internet and actually make people stop scrolling. So it needs to be clear enough that your audience immediately knows that your content is for them. So that's your North Star. So every piece of content that you create should point back to that message. So before you start posting random stuff on social media, really get clear, completely crystal clear on your messaging first. So step 5 is to deliver content that actually spreads that message. So you're starting from scratch, right? You have no audience, you have no followers. In this case, organic content is going to be your absolute best friend. But the thing is, with AI making it so easy to create content, it's really tempting just to use that and then do what they call spray and pray. Please don't do that. Here's 2 ways to approach this, your content distribution. Is 1, place your strengths. So if you're good at writing, do written posts. If you're comfortable on camera or you've done public speaking, then do videos. If you're great with design, do carousels or graphics, images. And then post on the platforms that actually support those formats. And then the second option is to go where your audience is. So if your audience is on YouTube, then you have to do video. If they're on Instagram, you've got the choice of video or images. If they're on X, it's written posts. And then Facebook and LinkedIn are a little bit more flexible, but you'll need to test to see what format performs the best for you. So here's the key. Every piece of content should share your message and answer the questions your audience is already asking in their head. So you're not creating content for you, you're creating content for them. So step 6 is offer immense value, basically to build trust. So if your audience doesn't trust you, obviously they're not going to buy from you. And worse, as soon as you mention that you're going to sell something, they'll ghost. So how do you actually build trust? It's basically offering immense value in every interaction you have online. So that'll be in your content, in your emails, any DMs you send, comments you post, in your products themselves, and on your website. So you want to solve one problem for one specific audience using the skills you have and the knowledge and experience that you have. So you can share how you gain the skills that you have. You can share how the experiences have helped you out in life, and share the results that you got from that. And then from there, you want to create frameworks, cheat sheets, guides, and courses, anything that's going to give value and put as much of that out there as possible. And what I don't want you to do is worry about giving away too much. So again, in the age of AI, knowledge is literally everywhere. You know, you've got creators giving everything away. But what people will pay you for is speed, accountability, and implementation to get the results. They'll pay you to make it easier, faster, and more efficient to get the results they want. So step 7 is going to be to monetize. So this is where you actually make the money that gets you to quit your day job. And here's the key to that is don't just create one product, right? You want to build a suite of products at different price points for your audience. So you want free products like guides, checklists, and cheat sheets. You've got low ticket items like ebooks, short courses, template packs, single coaching calls, and maybe monthly memberships. You've got mid-ticket items like full video courses, annual or lifetime memberships. And then you've got high-ticket items, which would be like group coaching and one-on-one coaching call packages. And then the last layer of that is ultra high ticket, which would be something like a one-on-one mentorship or a mastermind or a retreat, that kind of thing. So every product should have a clear outcome or result. They're going to be based on the skills and knowledge you identified at the start, but they're all about solving the problem or part of the problem and getting the result that your audience wants. So the goal is to move people through that product suite based on the needs and the budget that they have. So there you have it. Very briefly, 7 steps, 15 hours a week across 90 days. So that's the formula to start a real side business from scratch. Find your sellable skill, research the problem, explore your audience, express your message, deliver content, offer value, and then monetize. That is the freedom formula. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people will watch this video, hopefully think it's a good video, but then they'll actually do nothing. I really don't want you to be that person. If you're serious about any of this, pick one step and just get started today. That could be writing down your sellable skills, researching the problem those skills can solve, or looking at an audience. Honestly, just get started today. And if you want more content like this, real strategies to help you build your side business, please consider subscribing. It's a new channel, but I'm going to be breaking down every part of this freedom formula in the future videos every week. I wish you so much success in your side business, and I really do hope you stick around. Let's go get it.